Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and dive right into the fixed asset module. When it comes to disposal, we've done the acquisition cost process, the depreciation process. Now I'm going to dispose of my fixed assets. So I'm gonna pull into my fixed asset list page. As you can see, this fixed asset has already been acquired. If I drill into it, I will see my book value of 2728. Once I drill into that, I can see, oh, I acquired this asset for $5,000. I've depreciated it for 2272. Okay. Now the next step is maybe you decided, oh, I need to, dispose of this asset. The current book value will be disposed of. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right into doing that disposal. Now, before I do that, let me just show you the fixed asset posting group page. Because if you look very closely, this was a computer, right? So it's of course going to be an equipment, and I'm using this first line of defined, GL account. So this is my acquisition cost GL accounts, depreciation, gains and losses, depreciation expense, and so on. So now let's actually go dispose of that asset. And if you look closely, my gains and loss account will be, posted into because I'm disposing of that asset. So let's go into my fixed assets G/L journal. Okay. So in here, now I can fill out this line. My account type should be fixed assets. And let me change the state real quick. Account number, I'm going to choose that same fixed assets. Posting type, I will put disposal because I'm trying to dispose of the entire remaining book value. So to do that, I don't have to fill out the amount here, okay? Unless maybe you need to specify what needs to go into like the gains and loss account and what needs to go into like, your disposal process. But here I'm trying to dispose of everything, so I'm going to leave it as blank. And now I can preview post so you can see what's going on. So now my G/L entry, I'm going to drill into it. I can see that was the depreciation amount that went into my depreciation GL account, accumulated depreciation. And then that was my acquisition cost that went into my, actual GL account for acquisition for that equipment. And then there is my gains and loss account that's been affected because I'm trying to dispose of the entire book value that remains of 2728. Okay, so now of course if I go into my FA ledger entries, it's just literally showing me a breakdown of what's going on, So proceeds on disposal would be zero because I'm trying to literally, dispose of everything. If let's say I did want to, if let's say I did sell this, then of course it would show me a different view here. I'm sorry, it will show me a different dollar value here. So my gains and loss, like I said, disposing of the entire thing. There's the acquisition, disposal, depreciation, disposal going on too. So now let's go ahead and post. So now I'm going to click post in the ribbon right here and then click yes. That's been successfully posted. So now if I go into my fixed assets, I will now see that my book value is zero. Okay, I can drill into it right here and I can see what happened. Okay, I literally cannot explain what's going on. There was a acquisition that went on, a depreciation that went on, and the remaining four lines indicates the disposal process. Okay, but yeah, so that's about it. That's how you dispose of an asset in Business Central. I will go over doing it maybe using a sales invoice. So before that, of course, I will create a new fixed asset and do the acquisition and maybe even do a depreciation for it before I dispose of the assets using a sales invoice. But yeah, that's about it. You have a good one now.